Hello everybody, and welcome to an Ultimate Masters draft here on the channel. Today we are jumping into a Phantom Draft League on Magic Online, which means that we don't have the money draft, but it is, in all other purposes, the exact same set that you will be drafting, potentially at your FNM. Now, before I begin, I do have a couple of brief notes. First of all, this set does have a lot of rares in it worth a lot, so in your drafts, I do recommend you take the rares worth money, because that's, like, just common sense. Keep in mind that this is my first draft as well, so we're both going to be learning together, but I do think that we can definitely illuminate the format, and I have done some research. I listened to the limited resources tutorial on it, I've read some articles, I've looked at the cards, so I think I have a pretty good idea of what's going on. Also, if you do want to support the channel, be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment. Anything you do really does help, and we can grow the channel and maybe help more people, so yeah. Here, the pick for me is pretty clearly Demonic Tutor. It's just very strong to be able to get whatever you want from your deck for 2 mana, even in Limited, where tutors are traditionally not insane. Heap Doll's pretty horrific. Morag River Crawler's fine. The Penumbra Worm is a bit expensive. I'm going to try and go through as many cards as I can, but I do like to do the little intro as well. Okie doke, so we started with a Demonic Tutor. Let's see what we see here next. Talrand Sky Summoner is quite a spicy build around. Really a nice rare. I don't know what you would necessarily take over it. All the uncommons are still in the pack. I mean, there are definitely commons I would probably take over Talrand. Shriekmaw comes to mind. I think that Shriekmaw is one of the best commons in the set, and you should probably take Shriekmaw out of a lot of the packs that you open it in. Here, Talrand catches my eye just because it's just really good in a lot of, like, if you can build a deck around it with, like, Frantic Search and stuff like that. Young Pyromancer is also a card that is a little bit weaker than Talrand because a 1/1's obviously nowhere close to as good as a 2/2 Drake. But it can still be good. Meringue River Prowler I don't think is insane. It's just the 2/1 that can't block is not insane. Yeah. Artisan of Kozilek is a bit expensive. Not exactly sure I want to be going for that plan. The Moan of the Unhallowed is in the same color as my Demonic Tutor, but I think Talrand is a little bit stronger than Moan of the Unhallowed, so I think I'm going to take the Talrand here. I think it has a higher upside. Not necessarily like straight up better, but I think it definitely can do good work in the right deck, especially if you like have cards like Think Twice and of that nature. Brazen Scourge, not the greatest in this type of set. You can definitely beat down, but I think Brazen Scourge doesn't like combo with anything, and there are a lot of cards that combo nicely with each other, like Sky Spear Cavalry plus an Aura, or things like that. Thermo Alchemist could work if I am going for a spells type deck, but I think I would rather take a Think Twice because of the Talrand that I already have. And also Think Twice is just good value in that regard. Living Lore is a little bit tricky. I don't think it's very good in Limited. It's just too hard to get it to work, and it's not even like really worth it a ton when it does go. Heal Umbra. Flash, you can kind of like save your creature. Not the worst, not the best either, but not the worst for sure. I think my pick order here right now is Think Twice, then Crow of Dark Tidings, actually. I think that the mill on this is actually quite nice. Molten Birth isn't like great. It's kind of like very unreliable. So I think I'm going to take Think Twice here. Works great with Talrand. Thermal Alchemist, maybe in second, because I could play like a blue-red spells type of build. Prey Upon is like not insane, but it's like fine. Dreamscape Artist. Now this is a weird card, so I'm going to read this for you guys. It's 2 mana 1/1. You can pay 3 and discard a card and sacrifice a land, and then you get to basically put 2 lands from your deck on the battlefield. That's what it does. Importantly, they don't come in tapped. So you can, like, you're not generating mana because you're paying 3 mana, but it's just a weird effect. It's not really good, I don't think. Death Denied. Turn creature cards from your graveyard. Treasure Cruise. Treasure Cruise is the type of card that's like good to have one of in this type of deck. Like, it's really good one of because you can like draw a bunch of cards and like use your graveyard to fuel and stuff. But you don't really want multiples, so it's not like a huge priority to pick up early. That being said, what's this do? Enter, draw a card, can't be targeted spells or abilities. So that's kind of cool in an Auras deck. But we are playing a blue like spells deck right now. Maybe leaning towards control, Demonic Tutor, blue-black maybe. So we're going to take the Treasure Cruise here. Treasure Cruise is nice. And this is the second Treasure Cruise problem that I was just talking about. You don't really want a second Treasure Cruise, especially like this early in a draft, because it just, like, not going to do a ton to have 2 of them. Especially when I have a Demonic Tutor to find the one that I do have. I'm not committed to black. I am pretty committed to blue at this point. I have taken several good blue cards. Faithless Looting is quite good in this format, just because you can get like incidental value from it. I can like discard a Think Twice and not be like down as much. This card is pretty horrific. Just not really worth a card. Treasure Cruise is not insane. I don't really want to take Just the Wind. Maybe it'll wheel, works pretty nicely with Faithless Looting. Phalanx Leader is quite good. If you see this card earlier, like, I have 4 cards that don't work remotely with Phalanx Leader. The Phalanx Leader is quite a powerful payoff. If you watched my Theros flashback draft from a long time ago, you'll know that part. But I'm going to take the Faithless Looting. I think Faithless Looting is going to be pretty good in this deck. One of the things that they were saying in the Limited Resources podcast was they think that Faithless Looting is going to be a pretty key card in the decks that, like, if in this format, because a lot of decks use the graveyard, there's Madness, so Defy Gravity is not really what I'm looking for. It is kind of good with Talrand, but you can't guarantee having Talrand. And here, I'm not even sure I want to play the Demonic Tutor. Obviously, I'd like to, but I'm not sure that it's what's open. I haven't really seen any great black cards. Twins of Mauer State works nice with Faithless Looting, but not with my blue cards. What is Sheree Shizo's Caretaker? What power, one or less? That is weird. It is not worth 5 mana. That card is not very good. Here. Oh, that's really bad. I'm just going to take the Twins of Mauer Estate here. I'm not going to want Defy Gravity. And maybe I do end up in a, like, Grixis Madness type deck. I don't know exactly where I would go, but Twins is not horrific. Bloodflow Connoisseur. Yeah, that's not where I want to be. Flight of Fancy. Flight of Fancy is a nice card, but it, as I was saying before, there's like the power level, and then there's the synergy aspect, and a lot of the times in this type of format, you really want to go with the synergy over power level, because every card is powerful. Like, you look at this pack, and there's a bunch of good cards. Like, Hyena Umber's great. What does this card do? This card's medium. I mean, but this is relatively late in the pack. I'm just going to take Hooting Mandrills. I don't know exactly where I'm going to end up using this, but I could end up with like a sweet graveyards type deck. And Hooting Mandrills is a big body. Oh my gosh, back to basics. That's funny. It's horrifically unplayable in draft because everyone's running just basic lands, but it's a sweet reprint. I love this art. A ruler wears a crown while the rest of us wear hats. But which would you rather have when it's raining? I'd rather have a hat. Wise words, Baron Principia. I think I'm just going to take Just the Wind. What's this dude? Yeah, I'm going to take the Just the Wind here. Fume Spitter is like a mediocre, like deterrent for aggro decks. Hissing Iguanar is good for like the sacrifice decks, but Just the Wind can work nicely with Faithless Looting. If I get any other Madness payoffs, it's also just like fine to run a bounce spell sometimes. And what's Reviving Vapors? This card is very bad. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is also kind of bad. Geez, this pack is pretty bad overall. Ingot Chewer is not great. I'm just going to take Flight of Fancy. It's like not the greatest, but not the worst. And now, between Skywing Haven and Stitched Drake. Skywing Haven is nice because it can fuel my discard synergies, but I only have one of those right now. I guess Twins of Mauer State counts. Stitched Drake is nice, but I don't really think it fits what I'm doing. What does Vessel do? Yeah, I don't really think I want that. It's a bit slow. I'm going to take the Skywing Haven. I think that this card may be more powerful, but it's going to be hard to enable in my deck. I want my graveyard for delve cards, and I think that the discard could be useful in blue decks, because I might not have as much access. I haven't really seen a ton of great discard outlets. A couple of good white cards for the Aura deck, but I'm still far away from that. Thermo Alchemist could be a nice win con. Really don't want Molten Birth. And that card's not great. So we're going to take the Thermo Alchemist here. Just a nice little 2-drop. Good defensive body, and then it can tap to start pinging. Shielding Plaques. If I get a Shielding Plaques onto a Talrand, I just win the game. Yeah, I think Shielding Plaques is going to be better than Whirlwind Adept, but I still don't think I'm playing it. I'll take Beckon maybe as a sideboard card. It's weird. I didn't get the sense that white was tremendously open for my first like several picks, but then like there was a lot of like late white cards. This could be partly because people have like started to figure out the meta to some degree. Not sure exactly. Okay, so this is a great pack. I haven't. Wait, what does this card do? Whenever creature you control attacks alone, you may search the library for an R card. Okay, so this card's not the card I saw Deranged Alchemist. That's why I thought it was great. I think this card's gonna be really good. There is also a Gurmag Angler, but I'd rather just get the mana. You can usually get a payoff later. Prismatic Lens is also a pretty fine card. It can help you like splash stuff. At this point, I think we are playing. We're definitely playing blue. Our second color is definitely up in the air. But Deranged Assistant is a great card. It works well with the Think Twice. Works well with Treasure Cruise. Ulamog's Crusher. I like Ulamog's Crusher, but we're not taking that. Definitely just going to take the Deranged Assistant. Sleight of Hand is like not insane. Unstable Mutation. Oh, I remember seeing this card before. I think it's a really cool design. Gets huge and then slowly dies. There was a red version. That's what it was. In a different set. I think it was Shadows of Innistrad. So if I wasn't taking Deranged Assistant, I think I'd be taking Gurmag Angler, moving back towards black. We didn't see really any black cards. We first pick one and then that one. So I think the guy that's passing to me is probably black, but that means that this pack I might get hooked up with black, and then I would already have enough cards. Golgari Gravetool. I like the new artwork. This is just a dredge card. We aren't really in that vein right now. Ether Snipe, however, is quite nice. The fact that it's a creature that can also just be a bounce spell is really nice. And if you usually don't want to cast it to sacrifice it, but if you do, it's not the end of the world. So I think I'm just going to take Ether Snipe here. I don't really think I want to go on the Grave Troll Dredge plan. I just don't really have enough graveyard payoffs to make that worth it. Dimir Guildmage is like fine, but it's very slow for this type of high-powered format. So yeah, we're just going to take Ether Snipe. Ether Snipe is also quite slow, but you work with what you're given. Deranged Assistant, number 2. Let's go. Goryo's Vengeance. Oh my gosh, all these cards that Chainer's Edict is like a pauper all-star, but not great here. I would definitely take the Ranged Assistant here. Satyr Wayfinder is nice to keep in mind. I don't know exactly what my second color is, so I'm just going to like pretend as if I'm like mono blue here. Talrand actually isn't looking that great here. I only have 2 instants right now, but Think Twice can be cast 2 different times, so Deranged Assistant is going to be my pick here. Archaeomancer is like fine, but I just like the fueling your graveyard synergies, getting your Deranged Assistants online is quite good. And also the extra mana is huge. Oh my gosh. Snapcaster Mage. Getting hooked up in the blue vein here. This is something that wouldn't happen in a paper draft, but I'm excited about it nonetheless. Getting to play with Snapcaster is great, and definitely glad I'm in blue. So these are my instants right here. I do want to prioritize picking some more instants. Flight of Fancy is probably not going to make the cut. There's also an Ether Snipe, which is great, but I don't really want a second one because it is a bit expensive, and bounce gets worse in multiples, and I already do have a bounce spell. Dimir Guildmage is fine if you are just blue, but a little bit worse. Sultai Skullkeeper is like fine, but we're just taking Snapcaster here. Ooh. Mystic Retrieval, you say? Turn target instant from your graveyard to your hand. I like it. And it got flashback for red, so that would work with my Faithless Looting plan and my Thermal Alchemist plan. I don't really want Eel Umbra. I don't really want a second Treasure Cruise. Though with 2 Deranged Assistants, it's getting tempting. I think I'm going to take Mystic Retrieval. I think it's going to be good. I think I can manage to get some good instants and sorceries in this color combination and then go off. Ooh. Ooh. What's this do? This is horrific. What the heck? Oh my god, that's so bad. Archaeomancer. We don't really need Archaeomancer when we have Snapcaster Mage and we are just really looking for instants. Forbidden Alchemy, we could definitely splash black, presumably, off of like... I'm not sure exactly how we would splash it. Maybe one of those like Prism cards would come back and we could splash black for the second half. Man. We're just going to take Archaeomancer. We don't really need to splash, I don't think. Ooh, yes! Fire Ice. This is the perfect card for us. Oh my goodness. We are definitely doing it. I think we found the open color combination. We have found the open color combination, at least from the left. This is looking great. Reckless Charge, not really what this deck wants. I'm just going to take the second Treasure Cruise here. I don't think I'm going to play it, but you never know. I'll put it in the deck for now. Because that's how greed works. You do things, and then you end up just sticking with it. I'm not as much on the Skywing Haven plan anymore. I don't really have any madness things. But this is looking promising. Shielding Plaques. I don't think I want Shielding Plaques. All I have is the Talrand, and if Talrand dies, Talrand dies. It happens. Definitely glad I don't have that Stitched Drake, though. I think Skywing Haven definitely has more potential than that. But it looks like it's going to be a fun deck to play with. That's the cool thing about Master sets. I think it's really annoying that they're way more expensive because they put a lot of time into it. Like, they put just as much, probably not as much time as like a normal set, because they don't have to design all the cards, obviously. But like, they put a significant amount of time into designing the set, and then people just don't get to play with it as much because Wizards of the Coast cares about the secondary market too much. I mean, if every card was free, Matt, this is a definitely thing I should have thought about a little bit more before I started the sentence, but I'll finish the sentence. I think if every card from Magic the Gathering was free, oh man, I can't finish the sentence. I'm going to just take Sleight of Hand. It works well with my Thermal Alchemist, my Talrand. Helps me find my important stuff. There's another spell, fills my graveyard. Just like to pick that up. If every card was free, then the game would kind of collapse because nobody would want to buy packs. They'd just buy everything on the secondary market. But if no card was more than $10, I don't think things would be too bad. Man, there's going to be someone that leaves a comment with a very good point about why cards couldn't cost a maximum of $10. I'll be interested to read it, so if you have an opinion on that, be sure to leave a comment, but Vessel of Endless Rest. I'm going to take this. I don't think I need a second Flight of Fancy, and maybe I want to splash something that I open. This is just a mana rock after all, but my deck's pretty cheap, and I already have a couple of mana guys. I do want to get more flashback spells. Like, I only have 3 right now. And I think more would be nice. More is better, as they say. I'll take another Shielding Plaques. Why is Crushing Canopy in this set? That's the thing I didn't understand. They like have the opportunity to reprint cards, and then they just print the card that was literally, it's in the current set. It's like, why do we do this? Just print a different card that does something similar. Do I want Dimir Guildmage or Sultai Skullkeeper? Mills 2, which fuels my Treasure Cruises, and my Snapcaster Mage. And it has an activated ability that I'll never activate, and is hard to cast. I'm just going to take the Sultai Skullkeeper. I know people might give me grief for that pick, but Dimir Guildmage doesn't seem insane in a format that's going to be super powerful. And I have cards that I care about milling. I'll take Eel Umbra. I like this card, though. This is a sweet... There's a card like this I've seen before. It's like a cat. It's like Death Denied. And, of course, Crushing Canopy comes around last, because who wants to play with Crushing Canopy? Eel Umbra is interesting. Giving a creature totem armor at instant speed could be nice. And a bunch of constructed plants. Not the end of the world, though. We got to think twice. Think twice is nice. Emancipation Angel. Enters the battlefield. Return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. This card is really good. Actually, never mind. I thought it said permanent opponent controls, and I was really confused. I mean, 3-mana 3/3 flyer is quite nice. This is a classic vanilla test, so put your hand over the text of this card and think 3-mana 3/3 flyer for, yeah, that's good. Phalanx Leader is great as well. God's Willing. Be worried about God's Willing. God's Willing is going to get you. If they have 1 white mana open and they have like a heroic card, you target it with a removal spell and they God's Willing it, you are screwed. I don't really think I need the Ghoul Colors Accomplice. I'm just going to take Think Twice. It's going to be nice. Going to be nice. Works well with this deck. This is exactly where I kind of want to be in this type of set, because my deck has a strategy. My deck is going to play some cheap dudes and then get a bunch of value off of flashback drawing cards. And then I have like, I'm going to take the second Ether Snipe, I think, as like another win con. What does Rhea Dawnbringer do? 9 mana. Keep in mind, any card that costs more than 6 mana in limited, you have to have a plan to cast it. So that's just a general rule. Even in this set, where there is like other stuff going on. I could take a Prismatic Lens. I think I'm going to take Prismatic Lens in this pack. It's just nice to have a little bit more ramp and slash color fixing, even your 2 colors decks. And then I can maybe splash stuff. Something like if I open like another Forbidden Alchemy, I could maybe take that. But if your deck doesn't have like mana ramp, it can't cast cards that cost more than 6 reliably. That's just a general rule. So yeah, keep that in mind. Also, in Master sets, ramp is more powerful because there's a lot of powerful cards. So that's just a good thing to keep in mind too. Thermal Alchemist is nice. Cathodian is good. Another case of the vanilla test, just 3 mana 3/3. Boom. That's a good card. Do I want Cathodian or do I want Thermal Alchemist? Warlord's Helix. This is a good card. You should be playing this in your red-white decks. Murder's Redcap. Interesting card. It's kind of funny that that's like was part of a combo. I mean the combo still exists, but I don't think they run this card anymore. Abzan Company combo, yeah. If this was like a pack 1 pick 1, I think I would be on Warleader's Helix just because it's super powerful, or Satyr Wayfinder. I think the graveyard stuff is really important. I'm taking Thermal Alchemist. It's more of a win condition than Cathodian. Cathodian might like be able to stall the ground a bit, But Thermal Alchemist can also stall the ground against a lot of stuff, and it can actually be a win con for me. Raid Bombardment. All my creatures have 1 or less power, but they can just get blocked and die. I like Mage Ring Network. That's a sweet reprint. I just kind of like that card. I'm going to take this Think Twice, though. My deck is really a good Think Twice deck, so. Ooh, oh my god, we did it. Oh, goodness. Rise from the Tides. Actually, did we even do it? Is it even that good? Because all of our cards were, like, exiling them. Foil. So it's a 2-for-1 if we discard an island, cast foil. But a counterspell would be kind of nice. And we do have a decent amount of card draw. Rise from the Tides is sweet, but the problem is that we have 2 Treasure Cruises right now, and we have Think Twices that we're getting rid of. Like, we have flashback cards. We're going to take foil. We're going to take foil. It's going to be sweet. We're going to counter something for free, and it's going to be awesome. Counterspells also go up in strong sets, by the way. Just as a heads up. 2 damage to each creature without flying. Yeah, we're taking Rolling Trembler. We need the board clear here. Yeah, Malevolent Whisper is not really what we want to be doing. Though, do we have discard outlets at instant speed? No, not really. We have a sorcery speed one. But we're just going to take Rolling Templar. We have, like, very few, like, creatures. Like, we don't have that many creatures, and having this is nice. And now we're going to take Artisan of Kozilek. There could be a match that goes super long, and having Artisan could be a pretty good way to, like win against another control deck. We're not going to start with it, obviously, though. It's a 9-mana spell. We do have some ramp, so, like, we could actually cast spells like that, but we don't really want to start with them. And this is our 23 right now. Overall, if this was my 23, I'd be pretty fine with it. Like, it's not horrific. The Skywing Aven plus, and another Prismatic Lens. That's nice. That's really nice. Oh my gosh. If someone builds the Mere Servitor deck, that would be funny as hell. Only takes Mere Servitor. I'm going to take the Prismatic Lens. Looks like I could have splashed the flashback on Forbidden Alchemy. And Ether Snipe came back. That's nice. I like Ether Snipe. I don't really want the Whirlwind Adept. Though Hexproof Prowess is a nice combo. It only has 2 toughness, so it can often be blocked, I think. Do I want this or Ether Snipe? I'm just going to take Ether Snipe. Ether Snipe is quite good. And now I'm going to take the Plume Veil. Yeah, I'll take Plume Veil. 8 mana, I can get there. It just dies to removal. I'm just going to take Plume Veil. I could see wanting that. And I got a Whirlwind Adept anyway. Nice. And a Stitcher's Apprentice. I don't think Stitcher's Apprentice is great, but I could, yeah. And Rise from the Tides came back. Oh, we did it. Oh, we so did it. Eel Umbra's getting out of there. Oh, baby. What a deck. What a deck indeed. Okay. So, I don't think we want Rise from the Tides. We're going to make some cuts here. Going to cut Rise from the Tides. Going to cut Whirlwind Adept. And we are going to... What do we want to cut last? We could honestly cut a Prismatic Lens. We have a lot of card advantage built into our deck. So I like having the fast mana. 2 Treasure Cruises might be a bit excessive, but I think we can pull it off. Though with 3 Think Twices, do we really need the Treasure Cruise? I think it could be nice. I think we can enable it with our double deranged decision. Yeah, I'm going to cut one. Yeah. I said at the beginning that I didn't think I'd be able to run 2, and I don't think I'll be able to run 2. We are very heavily blue. This is like a red card a lot of the time, a blue card, so we're just going to count it as a true gold card. And then we have these colorless cards. But our red cards are important to the way the deck wins. Thermal Alchemist is going to win us a lot of games. And, yeah, I don't think Eel Umber is very good. It's just a little bit clunky. Flight of Fancy, we don't have big creatures to get. So I think this is going to be the deck, and I do not agree with 13-4. I think 10-7 is more like it. So, yeah. Add that. And Prismatic Lens can help us find stuff. Save the deck. Hopefully this was helpful. If you do have any questions about specific things in Ultimate Masters, be sure to leave those in the comments. I will happily answer any questions you have with my knowledge. And, yeah. that's going to do it for the draft portion. I hope you'll stay with me for the matches. Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to round 1 with our sweet blue-red Spells Matter control deck. Before I do begin this round, I would like to remind you that if you have enjoyed the video so far, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And I do want to tell you the 3 things I think are most important if you're drafting Ultimate Masters. Number 1, have a plan with your deck. That is something I want to stress. Every card in this set is pretty good. There's no I mean, I guess there's 1 or 2 weird cards that are too expensive stuff, but almost every card is really good. So everyone's going to have a playable deck. So it's more important to have a plan and have your cards work together well than it is going to be in other sets. Number 2, be sure to draft cards that are valuable. Don't get hung up on things like that, and also kind of know which cards are valuable going in. There's going to be some foil uncommons that are worth some stuff. So be aware of that. And then number 3, try to draft what you like. If you really don't like playing aggro, you're only going to get to draft this set 1 time, so try to do what you love. So those are my 3 tips. I kind of winged it for the second and third one. I don't know why I said 3, but yeah. We would like to play first. We're going to keep this hand. Not the ideal hand, but we have a turn 2 Thermal Alchemist. We have a lot of islands in the deck. 10 islands to be precise, and a not Prophetic Prism, the Ramp Prism card also helps us. We have a late game card, an early game card, and 4 mountains. This is the type of hand that's kind of sketchy, but then this is why we put 10 islands in our deck. And getting cracking early with Thermal Alchemist is pretty nice. Ooh, against blue. I really like my chances against blue. So, yeah. With Thermal Alchemist, remember to ping them before you cast your spells. I mean, you don't want to forget that damage, and it's pretty easy to forget. So, okay. Destroy enchantment. And it's a 2/2, so we can block with our Alchemist. That's perfect. Ping them. Cast Faithless Looting. Untap. Perfect, perfect. And we are going to discard Mountain, and discarding Think Twice is kind of value, but I don't think we really need to do that. I think I'd rather discard Sultai Skullkeeper, because we do want to make sure we hit our land drops. And then we'll play Deranged Assistant, and then we'll pass the turn. Remember to use the Thermal Alchemist on the end step. So blue-white, potentially flyers. Blue-white is often a flyers deck. Definitely blocking with Thermal Alchemist. He doesn't even attack. Opponent potentially holding up a counter spell of some kind. Untap, draw. Okay. Play the land. Ping. Cast Faithless Looting. We're looking for stuff so that we can formulate a plan. We don't really want foil at this point. And don't really want this mountain. The 4th mountain doesn't really do it for us. And then we'll just pass the turn. Use our Think Twice at instant speed. Don't want to give our opponent too much confidence in what they're doing. Okay, they just have a Think Twice. That's pretty mediocre. Thermal Alchemist, pretty key. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about that card at all. He's making some 1/1s, but we milled a pretty good spell. I wouldn't have minded that at all. Ooh! Hoo hoo hoo. Hello, baby. Okay, land. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is going to be disgusting. Mystic Retrieval. Get back. Fire, ice. Deal 1 to this. Okay, that's not even that impressive. Okay. I think this turn I'm just going to cast Ether Snipe. Put the 3-drop back in their hand. because it costs more. And then I can save my Mystic Retrieval and stuff. The important thing to remember is I'm getting a ping with each of these. So I can ping him to 14, then I can go ping Mystic Retrieval, ping fire him. So that's ping, Mystic Retrieval, ping, fire and ice, which is 2 more damage, ping, sleight of hand. I don't know how I was counting those, but seems legit. Gotta remember to hit those pings. I am notorious for missing my pings. Okay. Things are looking good. I do want to save this to get back my treasure cruise when I mill that. I want to hold this island in case I want to buy back my foil. I don't think I want to. I think I just want to go to combat. Attack for 4. Play my sleight of hand. Ping. I like how it reminds you. Take treasure cruise, obviously. Play island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ping. Treasure cruise. We'll just mill everything. Draw 3. Oh, yes. And then we will pass. Things are going well. This Thermal Alchemist pick has been really key. If you learn, maybe, if this, we win with this deck, then maybe Thermal Alchemist might go up in your pick order, because, I mean, it's been really good in this deck. And this deck is sweet. Oh, okay. Making some 1/1s. I respect it. Oh, dear. That is a little bit unfortunate. Jeez. Ping. Oh, yeah. That's good. He can't even cast that card, so pretty happy with how that worked out. Ooh, Talrand! I like it. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target permanent. So we can just put this back to his hand. He can't cast it because it's double black. Unless he has another resurrection. So I think we want a Rolling Tumbler this turn. For 6 mana. Or we could Talrand, think twice. But then our Rolling Tumbler kills our own guy. So we're definitely playing land, I think. I think we definitely want to flashback the Rolling Tumbler. Does that change anything? Each creature doesn't deal damage to players as well. Because then I could get back that with Mystic Retrieval and bounce that guy. No, I think we're just going to cast this. Okay, and then next turn I can bounce this. I just don't want him to be able to discard it again. So I'm getting rid of his discard outlets in case he has a second resurrection. Because it feels like you wouldn't build this type of deck unless you had another resurrection or something like that. Okay. So he has a counterspell up. Okay. We'll bait the counterspell with our Thermo Alchemist. And that resolved. I'm just going to assume this is going to resolve then, unless he has a removal spell with Thermo Alchemist. We're going to put that into his hand. That's the thing about bounce spells and reanimation. Wow, this is going really well. Really well. I am liking how our deck is playing out. Our deck is sick! Oh, this is so cool. Oh, what you got, opponent? Gonna cast that double black card anytime soon? Have fun with that, buddy. We've drawn through almost all of our deck. We only have 12 cards left. That's pretty impressive. And he just concedes. Okay. So against a reanimation deck, it's a reanimator deck filled with some bad cards. As I was saying, the Rise from the Tides isn't really what our deck wants to do. I don't think we want the second Treasure Cruise. No. Vessel is the card I'm considering. But it seems like my opponent's going to do like that stuff when I'm like tapped out. I don't really want to have a card like Sorcery Speed. I think I'm just going to keep the deck the same. It seems like a pretty nice matchup for me. He's a slow deck. My deck's going to prey on slow decks. And then if I don't draw rolling, I think, yeah, he doesn't really have great ways of dealing with Thermo Alchemist. When his only plan to deal with Thermo Alchemist is like resurrecting his guy. Yeah, that's not good for him. This deck is sick, though. Oh my gosh. That was a beautiful performance. I love this deck. Ooh, this hand is great. This is the thing. I have a lot of mana in this hand, but I know that I'm going to draw good stuff because of the way my deck is built. And I have like flashback stuff. Like, I'm not super worried about drawing gas. And like the mana acceleration is actually really huge. So I'm going to start with the Ranged Assistant. He does have black mana. That's interesting. Good to get the Ranged Assistant down early. Get that mana flowing. The mana flows through you. Feel your hatred. Okay, Cathodian. I'm fine with that. That's a fine card. The thing is, like, his Cathodian just can't possibly, like... Okay, we'll play our Prismatic Lens. Play another island. And pass the turn. His Cathodian just can't race our deck before we start doing powerful things that he can't deal with. At least that's my perspective. Like, Cathodian was actually a pretty cool sideboard tech because he knows that we don't have a ton of huge creatures, but... Sure. Maybe we will die after all. Okay, we have drawn a little bit of land. Just a little. A smidgen of land. Okay, so I think I'm going to Archaeomancer, get back my Think Twice, and then cast the Think Twice again. Because I think I'm going to need that extra card, judging by... I started off very unworried, but I did have a hand with a lot of mana sources in it, so... An opponent does know I have foil in my deck, so maybe they won't want to cast stuff into my 5-card hand. I don't know. They probably will still. It's not correct to play around foil, I don't think, a lot of the time. One of the funny things is that foil is not like necessarily as good in a normal set as it is in a master set, just because in a normal set, your card, like, the card you're countering is usually not as game-breaking, and you're like, don't have as much built-in card advantage. We're just going to take the 5 damage. Our deck doesn't have a ton of removal, does it? It's a little bit light on removal. Just a smidge. But we're fine. We are fine and dandy. We have some card advantage. And he's just got a bunch of, like, dirtly creatures. Wouldn't have minded a Sultai Skullkeeper, not gonna lie. Okay, another Think Twice. Mm-hmm. Dang. Okay. Okay. We are going to, I think, chump with the Archaeomancer this turn. Because we have a lot of tools at our disposal. Okay, he has a Think Twice. Doesn't have enough blue mana to flash it back, which is good for us. Yep, Archaeomancer can soak up some damage now. Don't really want to fall to 7 because I think I can maybe potentially endlessly jump block this and this thing would kill me. I'm looking for like Fire Ice, my bounce spell. I like bounce creatures. Gutter, Aether Snipe. That is really unfortunate for me. Yep. Big draw. Ooh, not great. Not great at all. That's what I was looking for. Might be a smidge too late, though. Okay, so yeah, I can pretty much endlessly chump block. Okay, how do I want to do this? I think I will kill this guy. 1 to him, 1 to him, and double block the Cathodian with my deranged assistance. I think that's my path to victory. The path to victory is not great by any stretch of the imagination. But I think I have to do it. And now I just hope to draw something with my Think Twices. The funny part is if I draw Aether Snipes with my own, because those are like my only big creatures that can actually block Aether Snipe. Okay. He saves his flyer by discarding a creature. I respect it. Ouch. Ouch. Oh no. That was unfortunate. Okay. Snapcaster. Aether Snipe. Oh, that is what I wanted to see. bounce the Skywing Aven. I can trade with his Ether Snipe or kill Cathodian if he attacks with both, but attacking with both would be foolish. And trading would be nice for me. Oh. Then I have to do this. I just have to do this and hope that I don't die to Skywing Haven. Hopefully I can find a way to kill it. My best chance to kill it is to get back my Fire Ice. Okay. But I've got to take this value, I think. My best chance to victory. I don't really want to chop with Thermal Alchemist, though, because I think I'll need him in order to win. Overall, a very dodgy position I'm in. Very dodgy. Hopefully he can't use the mana for anything. I mean, you can only use it for instants and stuff. Okay. Because it, like, goes away after the phase that it is generated in. So now he's going to have a lethal flyer that he can, like, protect by discarding cards. Yep. That is just what the doctor ordered, baby. Just what the doctor ordered. Oh, yes! Oh my gosh. We're going to go for it now. Target our fire. That is so good. That was a good draw. One. Okay, in response, ping. Oh my gosh, this is the dream. Oh, the comeback is so real. Yes. Oh no. Oh, I can pay. I have to pay. Wait, why would I pay for that? Oh no, I'm so bad. He's already bouncing his guy. Oh, he outplayed me. That was quite poor by me. I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna chump with Snapcaster. And then I can just ping him out next turn, I think. Oh, that was so bad. I mean, I don't care about the 1 damage. Wait, is it a May ability? I'm not sure. Yeah, obviously jump blocking. Good try, opponent. I respect it. So he also has a thing twice in his graveyard. Yeah, he has to return it to his hand. Okay, that was really bad by me then. That extra point of damage was not worth the cost. What's he reanimating? Or casting? Oh, Tassiger? Tassadaddy? Sure. I'm going to burn you out this turn, bud. It's going to be great. One, 2, 4, 5, 6. Those are all just useless creatures. 7. Oh, yes. That is just what I needed to see. Okay, because Mystic Retrieval can give back my Just the Wind. Yeah. Okay, I think I got this. So this is 4, 6, 9, 11. I don't have 11 men. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hmm. So he's at 10. I can force him to chump block with this, and then chump block with my Thermo Alchemist. So I can ping him to 9, 8, 7. I can put him to 7, but that doesn't do anything. I can also... Yeah, I've got a Mystic Retrieval for Just the Wind. And then if I Just the Wind Tassiger, he would go to 8. And then if I attacked with this guy, he would go to 4. I'm short. I don't think I would have been if I had tapped my mana better last turn. I don't know, though. I think I have to go for the Miracle Think Twice. I don't think I have any outs, though. Maybe if I draw Faithless Looting. Oh. I'm not dead this turn, that's for sure. This has been a crazy game. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. That makes things a lot harder. Oh. Okay, back to the tank we go. This is a defender, so it doesn't matter. I can clear his 2 guys, I can Ether Snipe, and I can Mystic Retrieval Just the Wind. But does that even get me in a good spot? And then I have to hope to draw Talrand and win with that, I think. So I would save my Think Twice. And my foil. Actually, I can just cast the Ether Snipe, which is really nice. Could have bounced the bird first. He's gonna draw his like big angel at some point. Talrand is, I mean, Tassiger is just too big. He's huge. Now is when I draw Talrand, and it's great. I'm running low on time, though, so I need to focus and make sure I don't time out. He still has a thing twice in his graveyard. Talrand. That's game. Ugh. That was a close one. Okay, now that I know a little bit more about his deck. This could be good. But it is hard to cast. This could also be good. Foil has seemed kind of bad, but there are a lot of good things to counter in his deck. I think I want to bring either a second Treasure Cruise or a Rise from the Tides, but I don't think second Treasure Cruise is... I don't think that's correct. Rise from the Tides could be good, though. Even making like 5 2/2s could be winning me the game. Sultai Skullkeeper seems pretty medium. Against his deck, because his deck doesn't have creatures that it can trade with. I guess he has the Lion. What would I cut, though? I think I could have won that game if I played it a little bit differently, but like if I'd known all the information the entire time. 4/5s are a bit tricky for me to deal with. It is a good hand. He's a keeper for sure. Against certain draws that he has, I don't think this hand can really like lose, because he has some cards that Rolling Tumbler kills, and he doesn't kill Thermal Alchemist. Okay, I'd really like an island. I'd feel safer, like just so my foil could be cast potentially. Like it's not like necessary at this stage of the game by any means. Okay, that dies to Rolling Tumbler. I'm gonna be greedy though. Hope to get one more kill out of it. And greed pays off. That worked out. I do need to find a second island though, so I can cast this foil. That would be nice. Come on, island. Now I can cast Ether Snipe next turn, which is big. If I draw an island next turn, I can cast Ether Snipe and then foil. And Deranged Assistant is going to start filling my graveyard, finding my thing twices. Okay, I don't care about that at all. Not this game. Not when I'm at 2 life. I only care about that when I'm at 2 life. There's the island. If I cast this guy into Circular Logic, I'm going to feel bad. I'm just going to hold up foil. And start milling myself with the range assistant to find stuff. If the board doesn't change, I'm favored here. Like, it will change because, like, obviously it's going to change. He's going to try and cast stuff. I'm going to try and cast stuff. But milling a card every turn for me is really good. This plays around Circular Logic. I should have held the island. No, I wanted to play around Circular Logic, that's why I played it. But there's some argument to holding it so I can use the foil. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, I messed that up. No, shoot. Well, he did 2 for 1 himself to stop that card, so that is a little bit of a victory. Because he discarded Ictian Crier. And I'm pretty far ahead on the damage race, as far as damage goes. As long as I remember every ping, I'll be fine. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. I was just hoping to get some gas churning through the system. I'm going to hold this land. I will play an island so I can foil Snapcaster. No, so I can already Snapcaster foil. I only have 5 minutes left, but I'm going to win this game before 5 minutes is up. He's hitting me for 2. I'm hitting him for 1 plus however many spells I draw. I'm definitely foiling the flyer. The flyer would put me on a 4-turn clock. I'm not very good against flyers. I think milling is still more important. And then I'll flash in this Snapcaster to counter stuff, and then I'll have a clock. Okay. Actually... Oh, I'm stupid. I've had this Snapcaster Treasure Cruise for the longest time, and I didn't even think to cast it. I guess I played around that card like a genius. So that's something. Yeah, I'm definitely going to let that resolve. Have your spirit, bud. Yeah, I messed that up, I think. I could have just cast a Treasure Cruise. Oh, I feel so bad. I was like, I totally blanked on the fact that I could use my Snapcaster for anything but my counterspell. There we go. Just gonna cast the cheaper stuff. I'm going to keep the Deranged Assistant around. The mana is way more useful. Okay, that's a fine trade. As I said, I don't deal with flyers very well. He's going to die next turn. Unless he kills one of my Thermal Alchemists, which he can do, but he's been color screwed this entire game, which I just realized, because I wasn't paying attention to that part. That's unfortunate. Oh, yes. Winning with style, as they say. Talrand. Faithless Looting. Ping. Make a 2/2. Draw 2. Discard 2. Pass the turn. Flashback, think twice. Oh, he's so dead. Oh my gosh, Talrand, you legend. I mean, he didn't draw white mana all game, but still. Feels cool. There's nothing you can have that kills me. There's the Rise from the Tides. Would have actually been good this game. Oh, Talrand. Nope, not going to pay 7. Actually, I could have paid 7, but it doesn't matter. I only have a minute left, that's why I'm not talking very much. He's also dead, like, no matter what I do. Oh, yes! Woo! Yes, that was so sweet! We went off! We were gonna have 5 Drakes! Who needs Rise from the Tides when you can just make Drakes? Holy smokes, that was sick! I think the Snapcaster holding it for the counterspell was maybe even correct, even though I totally forgot I could go for the Treasure Curse. It also was like what is referred to sometimes as a punt down, where you do the wrong thing, and it works out. Because if I'd gone for Snapcaster, my opponent would have exiled the Treasure Cruise, and I wouldn't have been able to cast. But because I was an idiot, it worked out. All right, that's going to do it for round 1. I hope you'll stay with me for round 2. Hello, 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 and welcome to round 2 here in Ultimate Masters. I'm not happy with this hand. Do I keep this? I'm gonna mulligan this hand. It has 2 late game cards in it, and not a like anything to do. And I'm going to keep this one. Hope for an island. If I draw an island, I'll be fine. If not, I'm going to be screwed. But I have 10 islands in the deck. So obviously I'm going to draw one on my second draw step for maximum sweat. But I think that it's a fine keep. It'd obviously be better if it had an island instead of a mountain. Okay, things are going to get rough. Things are going to get rough. Come on, island. I know you're in there. Yes! And he lives to fight another day. We're just going to try and cast Think Twices to draw ourselves out of this mana screw. Opponent doing nothing. I like it. Yes! Opponent's also mana screwed. This is the life. Oh, man. We're going to cast the Think Twice from our hand, I think. Slippery Boggle. Oh, slippery. Slippy boy. Because we don't have to discard to hand size if we do miss. This is a greed play, but we're going to do Sleight of Hand, look for a land, and play Rolling Templar. Yikes. We whiffed. Gonna take Deranged Assistant. And then we'll try to trade with Slippery Boggle. I shouldn't have played the Deranged Assistant if my plan is to Rolling Templar. Okay, this is actually gonna be awful. Oh my god! Are you kidding me? My greed literally just cost me the match. I mean, not a surprise, but still feels bad, man. Oh my gosh, I could have killed it too. I had the answers. Ah! Oh, I'm so mad. Well, at least I can Ether Snipe. Oh my god. Could I just draw, like, a land, please? Okay. Returning the Spider Umbra, which makes the Daybreak Coronet fall off. Oh my gosh. Things are looking grim, but we have this Rolling Templar to save us. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna hit a land here. I guarantee it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sent away. He's gonna get back a Slippery Boggle. But we can kill this thing. We didn't draw an island so we could use our foil. Ugh, he still has the totem armor. Oh. Well, that's special. Okay. There's the island we so desperately needed. So, how do we get out of this one? We definitely want to fire. He's going to put the thing on that guy. I think we have to hold this foil so we can counter. Use totem armor. I can go fire and ice, snapcaster, fire and ice. I have the mana to do that and counter something. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I can ping, 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 counter thing that he puts on that. Or I can ping, ping, yeah, tap that guy. Or double ping this guy. One, that. Let's see. Let's hope this works. Snapcaster. Get back this thing. Fire. Okay. He still has the totem armor, which I'm kind of worried about. Okay, we're doing it. Oh, and another card. Yeah, I don't really need the Soul Dice Goalkeeper. Ooh. So I can cast Archaeomancer, get back Treasure Cruise, Treasure Cruise. I'm going to try and draw something big, so I want all my mana. Oh, and we got screwed anyway. Ouch. Yeah, we lose this game. This was a annoying game. We would have won this game if we'd hit a land to kill the Slippery Boggle before the Daybreak Coordinate came down. But after that point, yeah, we're dead. Wow, that was legitimately, like, we got a tiny bit greedy by trying to hit our land drop, which I think was correct. Like, that's the type of greed you have to go for. And we just got completely punished. I think we're just going to run it back, though. Wow, that was rough. For some reason, I forgot about the another card part of this thing. I still think it's nice to have a counter spell that we can sometimes cast for free, because we do have a lot of card advantage in our deck, but it's important to keep in mind. Yes, we'd like to play first. Yes, we'd like to keep this hand. We can actually do stuff with this hand. He's on a mulligan to 5. Justice. Justice for sure. Wow, that last game we could have totally won if we'd drawn our third land, or another land in that situation. Oh well. No Slippery Boggle's nice. Maybe he sided out the Daybreak Coronet because he saw the guy. Ooh, he's a little bit mana screwed. And that's gonna be game. I hate the way you have to do this. And we have the foil up. Oh, this is disgusting. Oh, yes, this is so good. I mean, this start would have been hard for him to beat with a good draw, so I'm kind of unhappy that he didn't have a bad draw. Also, foil, discarding just the wind. Value! Oh, dripping with value. Sure. Go, Air Force, Air Squad! We can just cast the foil here. We were totally color screwed this game. Feels bad, man. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, of course. Okay. Eel Umbro has some potential. Over Archaeomancer, maybe. Or Mystic Retrieval. I'm gonna bring in the Eel Umbra. Feel like I could maybe get a nice trade in because of the Eel Umbra. This is a good hand. Wow, what a hand, actually. Holy smokes. This is like a constructed hand. And he's mulliganing. Magic the mulliganing. Oh, man. What a hand. No turn one Boggle, I like it. Or Bogle. I think it's technically pronounced Bogle, but everyone says Boggle, so I conform. We're going to take the Thermo Alchemist. Are we? Yeah, double Thermo Alchemist is just going to end the game in a hurry. And he does have some powerful stuff going on. Okay. I guess completely wrecked is the only fair assessment there. Ah, your slippery Bogle. That's unfortunate. This is a little bit unfortunate because I do have all 2-drops in hand, so I have to just waste a mana in this turn. But next turn's going to be really good. Hopefully the damage isn't too severe. Hopefully he doesn't have Daybreak Coronet onto his Boggle this turn. Thank goodness we did it. We've done it! Boggle is definitely a very risky plan in Limited for sure. Okay, this is going to be good. I can sense it. So we can think twice, and we can also fire him potentially. We'll see. We also have Eel Umbra up. Just some additional protection. Another Boggle, okay. Turn off auto yields. That's actually kind of important. Oh, I'm going to actually just tap his planes on his upkeep. That's going to be so good. So now I will fire. Actually, I'm just going to stick with the tap of planes plan. I didn't think of that before. That's actually really smart. if I do say so myself, on his upkeep. Yeah, this is going to be the game. He can't possibly recover if I just tap his planes every turn, because that means he can't Daybreak Coronet. And also he's going to be stuck on 2 lands, so yeah. And I'm doing 2 damage to him a turn. I'm doing way more than 2 damage to him a turn. Thermal Alchemist might just be like legit nuts. Like, is he dead here? Land, not quite. Keep it classy. Ping. Ping. Snapcaster. Ice. Ice on the planes. Hopefully he doesn't draw another planes. That would get a little bit unfortunate. But we have a lot of damage regardless. This Spirit has done 6 damage to me. And he concedes. Anyway, that's going to do it for round 2. The deck performed admirably once again, despite the slight greed misplay punt get punished maximally in the game 1. But we're advancing to 2-0, and I hope you'll stay with me for the finals. It's pretty exciting stuff. After 2 grueling rounds, the hero of our story finds himself in the finals. He has won 2-1, 2-1, so he's hoping for a quick 2-0, and we are going to keep this on the draw. We do have 10 islands in our deck. Make him sweat a little bit on his upkeep. Ooh, a red deck. This is the perfect hand for Fire to just win the game. And we draw a sleight of hand mana. Perfect. We're going to take Just the Wind. Potentially get some good value if he plays Aura onto his creature. Could be even better than killing it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh dear Jesus. I want to type in the chat, I'm sorry, opponent. But that's BM. That's just really BM. Fire. Boom, boom. Yeah, no big deal. Just a little bit of a 2 for 1. Did somebody say 2 for 1? I said 2 for 1. I think somebody said it. Doesn't matter who. Okay. Get that deranged assistant down. The rolling template is going to be more of a backup plan, like not a primary plan. Ooh, getting a little bit color screwed there, opponent. Unfortunate. Five land. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No big deal. Just fair magic. Magic is meant to be played, as Garfield intended. You know, same deal. He concedes! Oh, the Treasure Cruise. Turn 4 win. Oh, that was disgusting. That was the greatest Fire Ice in the career of Fire and Ice. Okay, what do we want for this matchup? I think we just want to draw Fire and Ice. Pretty much. I'm gonna... No, we're gonna submit it. Opponent's hoping for a better showing. We're going to keep this hand. The double Thermo Alchemist is incredibly powerful, and Just the Wind can be really punishing against the decks that rely on Heroic. He wants me to go first. Interesting. That's incredibly interesting. Maybe he's more of a control deck. That doesn't make any sense, but I'm down. I'll take the play. Because we only did see red cards, so maybe he's like red something control. We have drawn a couple lands in a row here. Gonna hope to start filling our graveyard soon. Two to the face. That is an aggressive fire, I will say. That is aggressive. Okay, he's also blue-red. Interesting. Okay. That is fine by me. Okay, this is a little bit annoying. His deck does not seem insane, but, I mean, any deck can beat our hand right now. Yikes. This is a sketchy one for sure. Oh, God. What is going on? What is going on? Please don't have something that makes tokens. I can't kill them. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. We've drawn only mana. We started the game with these two guys. Oh, no. Oh, no. What is happening? He's going to play a card that makes like a token. That's why he has those two guys. Luckily, we can bounce tokens. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. This is horrific. These draws have not been good for us. Oh, no. His Snapcaster Mage attacks for 5? Holy smokes. Bouncing a Snapcaster Mage feels bad, man. Can I just draw a Think Twice? Is that too much to ask? Oh, clearly it is. This is actually kind of sad because this is like a free win. And we can't get the free win because of our... The funny part is it turns off this thing. Okay, sure. I think we just... Sure. Hit me for 7, bud. I don't care. I think my Snapcaster deck is slightly better than yours. Just a little. Maybe a tad. Come on, spell. Oh my god! 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're casting it. And leaving up. Red mana or blue mana? We have 2 potential spells we could cast. Either Faithless Looting or the other one. The Sleight of Hand. I'm feeling lucky. We're going to go with holding up red mana. Actually, we can hold up both. Oh, thank God. We'll just tap this guy and win the game. Oh my gosh. Or I can go ping ping, put him to 5, put him to 3, put him to 1. No, that doesn't kill him. That's 5. That is. So we tap this guy. Or we can just kill him. You know, he's all tapped out. He has no cards in hand. We can just guarantee the win instead of being speculative. So if we ping him, he's going to go to 5 and then go to 3 at the end of turn. And so he would go to 1 if we didn't draw a spell. But since we were just thinking about this, he can only hit us for 7 because he's 2 or less. So we can use fire to go 1 to Pyromancer, 1 to his face, and ping him first. So we're going to go ping, ping, fire, 1, 1. Okay. Untap both of our guys, and then he's at the perfect 4. We will fall to 2. Remember to use our thermos. So it wouldn't have mattered, but it's important to keep in mind. We would have been 2-card secret, and we got the 3-0. That is how you do it. First draft of the format ever, racking up the trophy with this sweet blue-red deck. The format was sweet. All of the games we played were pretty awesome. I mean, that last deck was pretty cool. Like, we could have totally lost to that thanks to the fact that we drew literally all of our lands. We basically hardcast Treasure Cruise. How silly is that? But we managed to get the win in the end. Pretty fun stuff. I think the deck was great. Definitely, if you get the chance, try out Ultimate Masters. It is expensive, but it is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to play the format. I mean, there's a lot of things like that. I think that the best way to play it is on Magic Online because it's cheap. This is like literally less than a normal draft to play. So it's really fun to try it if you have Magic Online, so I highly recommend that. But yeah, it was fun. I had a blast. I hope you enjoyed it too. I hope you learned something about the format, how the games play out. There's a ton of cool things to try. If you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you want to see me do more Ultimate Masters drafts for the channel, and I will be sure to do those because it was a blast. That, however, is going to do it for the draft video. Thank you so much for all of the support, everybody. Really does mean a lot. And if you got all the way to the end of the video, type into the chat, #MadeIt. I just want to kind of know if anybody actually does watch all the way to the end, so do let me know in the comments section. But that is going to do it for this draft. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time.